Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to something unlike anything I've seen before. Now, I drew this. I painted this painstakingly. Every single detail. This is my creation. I put these mountains here. I put this waterfall here. I put this body of water with a river coming down, some trees on the side, some rocks. All of this stuff is my creation. Now, if you've been a close follower of the channel, you may know that just a few videos ago, I mentioned how I'm not that good at drawing, and I always have this fantastic idea in my head, and then when it comes to turning it into some sense of reality on paper, it just always turns out way worse than the image I had in my head. But this is something called Nvidia Canvas, which is in beta and it came out like a month ago. And anybody with an RTX card, graphics card from Nvidia can use this program right now. And it kind of blew my mind. I'm not kidding when I said I actually created this, but this isn't the actual drawing that I made. This is an AI's interpretation of what it thinks I was trying to make. What I actually drew to get this amazing picture right here is, this. It's even worse than I remember. I haven't looked at it in a few minutes, so I forgot what I actually drew. So you can clearly see we got your mountains, we got the waterfall, we got the water and the river, we got the rocks and the gravel. This is the trees. You can see it's very, very different. And this is more exactly my drawing capability right here. And this is what is usually in my head that I'm trying to draw. So I'll give you the side-by-side view so you can actually compare here. So I'm going to show you how this program works just by doing some more drawings live. Sometimes it does really, really good at creating things. Like this is one of the better interpretations I've seen. Sometimes things get a little bit weird. I'm sure we're going to see all of the above. There's some fun ways that I want to play with it that I think would be entertaining to see. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and create a brand new canvas. And the way that this works is we have materials to draw with. So we have like sky, clouds, grass, hills, mountains, rocks, forest, sand, snow. We have sea, river, water, gravel, fog, and stone wall. So then if I draw a stone wall over here just like that, you can see it puts a stone wall right here. I can change the thickness of the tool just by doing this. So I can just build a massive stone wall just like that. And you can see we got a bit of a stone wall going on here. So if I want to add a new layer, if I want to put a layer behind this stone wall, I can just, there we go, just create a new layer. And now I can put some trees. I'll go with forest. I'll just put some trees behind the stone wall. Look at that. This is actually turning out pretty good. I'm liking this. What if I create a massive tree? Oh my goodness. See, that's where things get a little bit different. The AI is very confused about how did you put a vertical forest in the middle of the sky? Actually, what happens if I... Oh, wow. Oh, that's how you create palm trees? This is... Oh, I didn't know that was gonna happen. That's actually kind of awesome. So what if I do like a thin... Oh, that doesn't make sense. But what about that? This is kind of cool. I can create really stupid looking trees if I do that. So as you can see, the AI is trying to interpret what it thinks trees and a wall in this formation would mean. And here, I'll add a new layer. Let's put some hills behind the trees. So I'm gonna make some big hills, like rolling hills, almost Windows XP style. And oh, that makes sense because these trees have sky underneath them. So it's interpreting that as the trees going behind. But if I do, I wonder if it's gonna mess up my painting if it knows what I mean when I do that. Yeah, good enough. All right, so now you can see it's got some hills behind there. Let's add a new layer, and this time I'm going to put some big stones. And these kind of stones are good for, like, we have mountains and we have stones. Mountains are good for like those really, really far away giant mountains. So let me just give you an example of like mountains. So we'll go with that, and we'll go with that. And you can see those are some really massive mountains actually. Here, let's widen it out a little bit. There we go. I think that looks a little bit more realistic. So those are mountains. So I'll make that invisible and I'll show you the difference between those And if I do stone, I kind of like stone is more like Utah mountains. So here's some stone. Look at those rocks. That's some rocky rock right there. Wait, what if we create like a rock arch? Oh, that doesn't look right. Nope, that does not look like how that's more looking like how I intended it to look. There we go. Look at this. This is kind of cool. I feel like this needs to be a little bit more rounded though. I don't think angles like that feel very natural. This is actually looking pretty cool. I don't like this thing though. So luckily we have an erase tool. Oh, that's not the erase tool. That still looks pretty cool though. We have an erase tool here, so I can go ahead and do that. There we go. That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? And if I want to, I can put some clouds right going through there. Put some clouds in the back there. What if I put a cloud in the front? Oh, nope, that doesn't make sense. So yeah, that's the difference between mountain kind of rocks. They always look much farther away, and the stone ones always look a lot closer. So I kind of like the stones better for some detail. Or we could have neither. All right, and then what if can I have some like grass poking out of the wall here? So if I add a new layer up in front and I do grass. Nope, that does not. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. So what this is doing now, it's essentially putting a wall around the grass. That is an interesting interpretation. Look at this. Now we have like a man-made field, or we can probably make like a coliseum almost. There we go. Now the stone wall is more off in the distance, so we have some grass in the foreground. This is really cool. And I can go ahead and add some gravel in the foreground. Just like, the grass isn't perfect. Or actually, what about some sand? Now we can make like a volleyball area. Set up your net right here. You'll be playing volleyball in no time. But we can also change the lighting. This is really, really vibrant and bright. I kind of like the vibrant and bright, but I could go nighttime. Look at this. Now it's pretty much nighttime in the same area. So there's all different kinds of essentially filters that you can add for different lighting conditions, different weather conditions. And yeah, I really like this bright one though. It's very, very vibrant. All right, there's also fog. Let's add some fog. Ooh, you know what? Fog might be better in a different lighting. Oh yeah, let's go with, this might be good for fog. Oh, that fog is really intense. Oh, that's scary, isn't it? Here, let's just put a line of fog. Ooh, interesting. I kind of don't like that tree now. Where's my tree layer? I'll go ahead and erase. All right, there we go. Now things are getting a little bit creepy. What does this look like yeah, it doesn't look right with the vibrant lighting. I guess that's kind of ooh, this is a good one for fog too. Now let's just see what happens if I add a river coming through this volleyball sand pit. Oh, I should probably be on the top layer, huh? Let's just add a new layer. So I'll just put a line of gravel going down the riverbank. There we go. But yeah, is this kind of mind-blowing or what? How, like, you can definitely tell that something's a little bit off. Like, the AI isn't perfect, and again, it's in beta. And if this is like machine learning AI, then it's probably going to be getting a lot better the longer this thing is out. But you can create a big variety of different landscape styles with this. What might be kind of fun is what if I paint just with this? So I create a full, complete picture with this without ever seeing how the AI is interpreting it. And only when I'm done will I switch over to the AI and just see how it turned out. I think that might be kind of fun. All right, so this time I want to create a more ocean-themed thing. Maybe like tide pools. Ooh, tide pools. Let's do some tide pools. I think maybe I can do some tide pools. I don't know. And we're gonna see just how amazing of an artist I am. So I think this is C. I'm just gonna create a whole bunch of like jaggedness. Let's go a little bit more fine with our details. All right, now I'm gonna use the erase tool. We need to create the actual tide pools. You know what, inside the tide pools, I feel like there should still be some rocks and stuff. So I'm just gonna sprinkle some rocks in these tide pools. I won't have one in that one. And then we need some clouds. So let's just go ahead and put some clouds up here, just like this. All right, so the image in my head is just some really nice looking tide pools overlooking the ocean. So let's go ahead and see what the AI thinks that means. 3, 2, 1. Oh, this is actually pretty legit. I am really surprised at how good that is. That's almost exactly what I had in mind. The only thing is I was thinking that the stones would be more connected and the tide pools would be more segregated. Let's go ahead and try to turn it into what I really wanted. This is a little bit more like what I was thinking. All right, now I might ruin it. I'm gonna try to add an island out in the ocean. Let's see what happens if I put sand out here. Oh, That's a great start. Okay, so then let's put some grass on top of the sand. Oh, look at that. It's working. Like some forest on top of there. No way. I didn't think it was going to read into this that good. Like, look at the tiny little lines I'm making, and it just knows that, hey, you want island? I give you island. There be treasure over there. This is all of a sudden looking like that island just added so much perspective to this. And look at the clouds and everything. That is so nice. I'm actually really proud of this one. This is one of the better things I've made in this program. I did a decent amount of testing before I made the video just to make sure that this was even like good. And I had some things that were pretty bad. All right, let's try another one where I don't get to see the final product until I feel like I'm done. We're gonna go ahead and create a new project here. I'm gonna open up just the map view. And this time, let's do like a nice, beach view from the perspective of the ocean. We're just gonna have ocean up in front. We're gonna have a whole bunch of sand just like that. If this is gonna be like a resort or something, I feel like there would be a wall at the beach. So there's gonna be some hills behind the wall. And then on these hills are gonna be forest. Cloud there. Cloud there. Sometimes you got some rocky beaches, so let's just add some gravel. All right, let's see how this works. Is this our tropical beach paradise, kind of? And 3, 2, 1. You know what? I need maybe this view. It's okay. You know what I think we need? I think we need more forest. I think that's the issue here. All right, and then what happens if we sprinkle some like actual rocks over here? Oh, look at that. You can create coral reefs under the water. That's kind of nice. Definitely adds to the tropical feel to it. And you know what? I feel like the wall is actually hurting us more than helping us for creating this beach paradise. So let's just go ahead and erase that wall in its entirety. There we go. Let's make it a little bit more irregular. Oh, ooh. We can create like a sand pathway that leads up there a little bit. Now this is getting more interesting. All right, this is actually kind of looking like just an uninhabited tropical island right here. This is kind of nice. Ooh, that does not look like a tropical island anymore. This is like you just took the picture on your old flip phone camera and you're like, look how beautiful this place is. You kind of had to be there. The picture doesn't really show it justice. And then this one's like, oh yeah, we have a professional photographer taking these pictures. We're gonna advertise this island and give it away in a video to whoever can survive without water the longest. All right, I got one more idea that I want to try with this, and that is to attempt to recreate an existing image to see how well the AI really knows what I'm thinking. All right, so I've just did a Google image search for epic landscapes, and I came across this thing right here, which I kind of like because it's different. It uses a lot of different things that we've never done before. First of all, it's focusing on night. It has a big snowy mountain in the background, and it uses fog, which is kind of difficult. The AI tends to mess up fog for me a lot more than anything else. So I'm gonna try my best to recreate this on the map view, and then we're gonna see if it ends up being anything like this picture. I wonder if it's gonna get the reflection at all. All right, here we are. We're in our map view. I got the image up on my other monitor that I'm gonna be using for reference. I'm gonna say if center's about here, the peak is a little bit above center, kind of to the left. So let's go with that, and then it kind of goes down like that. And then this side kind of goes down a little bit more gradually. There we go. And now let's just fill in the mountainous area. We're going to use layers to kind of overlay this. All right, so then on top of the mountain, it looks like we have forest. And this forest kind of comes down from over here. And it looks like it goes across almost the entirety of the front. And then kind of goes up steeply on the right side very suddenly. All right, so now we have our ocean, water or ocean. I'm thinking I'm gonna go with water because I don't think this is an ocean. I think it's more lake style. Does it just go straight across? Does it curve down over here at all? It's hard to see with the darkness of it. Oh, speaking of which, I'm gonna put nighttime, the night filter on. Doesn't do anything right now, but we'll find out. So the big thing is, I don't know how the sky is gonna look. We definitely can't put those stars, and there's no star texture or anything. Oh, and that's right, we need snow on the mountain, so let's go ahead and sprinkle the mountain here with some snow. And then we have some fog happening right around here. All right, I think I have all the elements there. We got our forest, our water, our mountain with snow, and our little foggy section over here. I have it set to night, so how well did the AI predict what I was intending here? Imagine if it's like the exact same picture. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. You know what? This is not bad. What happens if I put some clouds for like texture up there? Look at that. That's interesting. I was trying to create like, you know, the galaxy texture up in the sky, but just using clouds. I made the mountain way bigger than I meant to make it, and the forests go down way more than I expected to. So let's see now. Let's see if we can get this a little bit more accurate by tweaking our mistakes here. I feel like the fog, what if I take away the fog layer? Wow, look what happens when I take away the fog layer. Fascinating. All right, let's just try to remake the mountain then. All right, that's looking a lot better now. So let's bring the snow back. Where's the snow? There we go. Little tiny taste of snow right there. Over here, the snow always feels so extreme sometimes. All right, that's actually looking really good right there. And then the only thing it's missing, what happens if I use cloud for this fog texture instead? Let's see what happens here. Cloud goes over there. Oh, cloud works. I gotta admit, my expectations of trying to reproduce an existing image using the AI, I had really low expectations on what was going to happen, but putting these things side by side, like, this is way better than I was expecting it to be. That is kind of amazing. Well, this is definitely something different than what I normally do on the channel, but hey, my channel is all about creating things, and even I have a ton of videos about AI-based creations and games and stuff like that, so there's a lot of overlap with the stuff, and it just kind of blew my mind anyway, and I just wanted to show you guys. So if you have an RTX card, anything in that series, then definitely just download it. Just type in Nvidia Canvas, you'll find it anywhere. Let's take a look at some of these other, Ooh, that's really nice right there. Yeah, give it a try yourself. Let me know how it goes. If you enjoyed this video, you'll probably enjoy some other stuff on the channel that you can check out on the end screen right here. Hope this video has earned your subscription. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.